Okay, so we are coming up for our final presentation of today's event, and it's Solomon Global. It specializes in the supply of LBMA-approved gold bars and coins. LBMA being the London Bullion Market Association, approval at its highest level. Paul Williams is the managing director. He has followed gold's performance throughout his career. We just need Paul to click on his microphone. We can see you, Paul, and just want to hear you.
Okay.
We've got you.
Bear with me. Oh, you got me now, have you?
Yes, it's good to see you. So the floor is yours.
So have I got, well, thank you, Sarah, for that. I'm not sure how much time I've now got. Obviously, listening to my fellow presenters was really interesting, very technical. So we're gonna focus on a simple presentation here, which hopefully everybody will understand. When I left home this morning, I think it's worth mentioning, my wife, instead of saying to me, good luck, hope it goes well, she reminded me of the time that I presented my father of the bride speech at my daughter's wedding, and basically said, for God's sake, make sure you keep to your notes. Please don't go off track, because obviously people will want to know about gold and not about golf or any number of other areas. So I must tell you that I'm going to be using my notes throughout this presentation. Hopefully that won't ruin it for you, but it does at least keep me on track. So I'll make a start. So I'd like to thank obviously the other fellow presenters for explaining why gold is so special. That means I don't have to, and I can really focus on what we do here at Solomon Global and the value that we offer, we believe, to our customers. I think for a bit of context, it will be worth me just giving you a brief insight into my career. I think it's relevant because it's influenced the way in which we work in Solomon Global and how we view ourselves in the gold industry. Unfortunately, it's quite a long time ago, and anybody who's getting to the other end of their career path will know that it goes very quickly. So I started off my career in the building industry as a quantity surveyor, which I thought is the area I was going to stay in. Very quickly, I moved into the financial services industry, where I've spent over 30 years working with many impressive financial institutions, but then subsequently moving across to build my own boutique IFA, independent financial advisor practice. We gave regulated advice on a full range of products to a complete mix of clients over that period of time. All sorts really. So obviously investment based, but also insurance based as well, as anybody will understand who has got or dealt with their own financial advisor. As you know, financial advisors are trained to learn, understand what their clients want to achieve with their finances, what kind of risks they're willing to accept in order to achieve their goals. I think the risk is a really big factor. It's hammered into us in the financial services industry that you need to make sure that the client you're dealing with, you're giving him the appropriate, him or her, the appropriate level of risk to what they want to achieve. Everyone is different, and so taking your time and providing a professional service is key. And we did that previously, and we do that now. Despite this part of the role being quite straightforward, some advisors are simply better at it than others. This could be because they're better at communicating, or maybe they cared more about their clients and wanted to ensure that they gave them the right product at the right time. This is obviously something that can be trained, and I was very lucky to work with a number of very successful advisors and hope that I was a good advisor and did the same thing. So once I was clear of the understanding of what somebody wanted, the majority of investments that I advised, I suppose, to people were very good. Some were exceptional, but there were a few that failed miserably. I mean, this could be for a number of different reasons. Could be bad management, obviously unforeseen market conditions. Either way, even complex instruments such as bonds, trusts, pensions, they did completely fail sometimes. And of course, they're still failing today. During my time as an IFA, I always kept my eye on gold. It's not easy as an independent financial advisor to advise people to invest into alternative investments. IFAs are very conscious of going outside of what they traditionally sell. But the reason a lot do keep their vision on gold is that it regularly bucks the trend. It very rarely seems to fail over any medium to long-term period. Most serious investors don't tend to buy investments for the short time or short term. Usually you'd find that it's 5 to 10 years. And what we believe, and has been shown in the presentations so far, is that gold's performance over any 10-year period has always been extremely competitive. In fact, we believe the same is probably true over most 5-year periods. At Solomon Global, we have developed a business, we believe, that learns from the regulated financial industry. We're not regulated at the moment, although of course that may well change in the future. And we've founded, well, based our business on providing a service to our customers where we can offer them the chance to own physical gold, not shares in a business or a structured product that has an interest in gold. Although already there are quite a few people here, I think, that will be interested in tally money, which obviously ties in very closely to what we're doing. Our customers physically own the gold that we sell and can decide what happens to it, whether they wish the gold to be held in a professional storage facility, which we can help them organize, or kept at home in a safe, or underneath floorboards or in the back of a cupboard, if that's what they wanted to do. It's totally the customer's choice, of course. And as the gold is in the customer's ownership, it is, as mentioned, 100% in their control. And I think that's really important. We believe that's an important part of why people want it. We are finding that hundreds of our customers who want to have as much control of their finances as possible, and owning physical gold allows this to happen. Our customers can buy and sell whenever they want, of course. Perhaps more importantly, when gold is held over a medium to long term, it has always gone up in value. Gold has, as far as we know, always been in demand since recorded civilization began. And since there is only a finite supply, again, as far as we know, gold is one of the safest assets to own. Most people agree that if you own gold, you should make, and I think this is backed up by, again, what's previously been said, that most people would expect to make around 9 to 10% per year over a medium to long-term period. There are lots of very smart people and financial institutions at the moment that are broadcasting that gold is at the beginning of a long-term rally. Many suggest that due to the cost of the pandemic that has not been paid for, years of fiscal stimulus that has put all Western economies in tens of trillions of pounds of debt, wars and conflict escalating around the world, and an overdue correction in the economy, it is more predictable than ever that this instability and set of circumstances is going to drive gold and gold's demand and value through the roof. That's
Now,
what
Paul,
yeah.
we haven't yet moved on a slide because we're waiting for your cue.
We're going on to the slides now, if you want. I'm
Thanks.
ready for it.
Thank you.
So, I might not have a lot to say on the slide, Sarah, so that might go very quickly. First, I just want to make it clear that we offer individuals at any scale a safe and simple method of being part of the gold market. So, yeah, right, we get onto the slides. So about Solomon Global, wealth of experience. We have 20 staff that come from a variety of backgrounds. All of my colleagues are really happy working solely with gold. And I think that's because they feel that they can completely rely on gold continuing to deliver the benefits it has done historically. We believe we offer a bespoke investment service. That's because we pride ourselves on providing a service that customers feel that they are understood. Any offers we make are in line with what our customers have shared with us. So we sit down with our customers and make sure that they are getting what they want to get. Unrivaled access. Now, this is mainly because we purchase such large amounts of stock from the Royal Mint on a regular basis, on a monthly basis. This is obviously for our customers, and this gives us first refusal on the limited stock availability, which in turn, obviously, we pass on to our customers. We've got competitive rates. Again, this is down to the amount of product that we purchase. We can be competitive because our model is based on economies of scale, and we pass this on as much as possible to our customers. Always happy and able to buy back. Now, what this means is that when we first start talking to our customers about whatever it is that they require, we look at we make them aware that we are keen to buy back the gold when and if they want to sell it. So a lot of customers are keen to buy and buy and hold, but are not really sure what to do, and would be, I suppose, they would be worried that maybe they wouldn't get the best price, or they wouldn't know where to go. So we offer them the option that if they get to that point and they want to sell their gold for whatever reason, that we want them to come back to us first. It's possible we might not be offer them the biggest price, and there might be somebody else, but we will definitely help them to do that. So if you want to go on to the next slide, please. Right, let me just move this. So what we're going to do is look at the physical gold options that we sell to our clients. So have you got the, you want to sort of go up slightly to the first one. So bullion, gold bars. Traditionally, we believe this is the most popular route to owning physical gold. And I mean, you can read the slide yourselves, but obviously investments are subject to capital gains tax on this, and that's relevant later on. Low premiums. We obviously will sell our gold bars at the nearest price we can to spot price, which is the rate that the gold is offered at across the board. It's VAT free. Obviously, as mentioned before, it's easy to store, and as I've just mentioned, flexible to sell. That again, we would be very keen to get involved in that and help them. We believe that the average return on a bullion gold bar would be somewhere in the region of 8 to 10% growth per annum. When I was in the financial services industry, if I could have predicted a regular return of 8 to 10%, all of the clients I would have dealt with would have been very, very happy. I think the only product we thought might have done that was property, and it didn't. Indifferently, it did for periods of time, but then didn't. Gold coins. Do you want to go on to the next slide, please? So, gold coins are we believe, an easier purchase for new clients to us. All the benefits of owning gold bars, plus there is a greater collectability. And as we'll chat through in a second, it's even more tax efficient. So additionally, there's a demand from gold collectors markets. Now, this market is growing, which is good. It's currently valued at $15 billion a year, but it's expected to rise. So people buying gold coins, which would be loose gold coins, they are in a market that is going in the right direction. And as mentioned on the slide, because coins are considered British legal tender, they are also CGT or capital gains tax free. So it's a really positive way to get into investments, and has all the attractiveness that an advisor would, if they were selling you a pension, would push you towards all the tax advantages, and gold coins have tax advantages as well. Again, we would suggest that the average return is slightly higher, 10 to 12% per annum, we would estimate. Next slide, please. So this is an area that we do a lot of with our clients. We believe there are large advantages to the right client to own graded gold coins. Again, as on the slide, it's ideal for investors looking to achieve the maximum returns from limited edition coins. All the same benefits as owning bars and previous loose coins, but with a larger demand from the coin collectors market if your coins are at the very top of their level or their authenticity, etc. What we do with the guarantee, we guarantee authenticity and the condition. A graded coin, effectively, that we offer has been independently verified as pure, authentic, as a limited edition. And what this does is it gets them more in demand, and hopefully makes our customers more growth. I mean, obviously, sad times like the death of the Queen, a new king, those are areas that people who have been lucky enough to get hold of the graded coins that were produced at that time, we would expect they would get very, very good returns on that. Creating even higher demand and above premium yields, and that is really down to the limited amount of coins that are available. We think the average returns because of this could be significantly higher, and what we've seen is growth of between 18 and 22% on an average. What we do is that we mix and max the graded gold coins, gold bars, and loose coins with a client depending on what they require. So they wouldn't necessarily get one or the other. They might be, it depends how long they want to hold. If they wanted something that was long-term, the graded coins would be perfect for them. But if they at the same time thought that within a short period of time they needed to access some capital, then we can give them a mix and give them some of the other type of investments. Next slide, please.
You've got 2 minutes left, Paul. 2 minutes.
Great. Okay. This really is just, I think we should move away. It just shows the 10-year gold price, which is obviously going in the right direction. And I think anybody that's been on this can access this sort of information. So just pass to the next slide, please. So we are very proud of our customer service. We've done extremely well. We work really hard to make sure that our clients and customers are happy with what they get. We encourage people to come and meet us if they can. If they're not too far away, we're in South London. I think customers want to know that you genuinely care and that you're offering them a value beyond the cost. We try to do that. Obviously, we can't do that with everybody, but we are very proud of our customer service, and we will continue to concentrate on that as well. Final slide, I think. So obviously, you'd be very surprised if we weren't keen to take new customers on for our service. And obviously, what we're doing is we're happy to offer a discount to anybody listening. There's a discount code which is at the bottom of our presentation here. And if somebody wanted to consider purchasing, they can either telephone us and have a chat with one of the consultants here who will go into more detail, look at what they want, or they can buy off our website. So it's, obviously we're looking for new customers. We think it's a great time to get into gold, as been explained by all the other people today. And yeah, so I think that's about it, Sarah. If there's anything you want to ask?
Well, Paul, thank you very much indeed. I can see why you're so cheerful. So what your presentation actually didn't have, which I've seen because I went onto your website yesterday, are all just rows and rows of bullion bars and coins, and they are things of exquisite beauty. So I'm just wondering, it's an unfair question and you might not know the answer to it, but what is the most valuable coin that Solomon Global holds, and has it made an appearance on the website yet, or has somebody already bought it?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you for letting me off the hook if I needed to get off the hook, Sarah. What we do is, I think if you looked on, if anybody looked on the site, there's loads of examples of the value of different coins. I mean, what tends to happen is the most valuable coins do get sold very quickly. Yeah, I think that it's a difficult question in so much as I couldn't really ask or tell you what's our most valuable coin, but people should phone and have a chat with our consultants, and then we can actually put them in the area as to what's available. I mean, because we buy we buy direct. We obviously, there's different things coming up all the time. So coins do change in value, and obviously on the graded side, which are our most expensive coins, it's really designed on how pure they are and how clear the print is, etc. That actually makes a difference.
And it's good that you reminded people that holding physical gold, the bullion bars and the coins has capital gains tax benefits. So I'm going to be on the phone to my dad.
Well, I think just on that, on the financial services, over the years that I was involved in it, one of the things is that nobody ever really can touch anything that they buy. The only time life assurance is useful is, unfortunately, when somebody needs it. A pension, that's at the other end of the scale when they want to retire. But you can't touch anything. But the coins, you're quite right, the coins that we sell, they're beautiful. And if you get one in your hand, they really do look, it's worthwhile. They're heavy, but they're a very beautiful item to own.
And I look forward to when one will be resting on my palm. Thank you very much, Paul Williams. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you for giving our forum, our community, a discount code. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Sarah. Thank you.